Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Winterly Convention. The topic of the panel is Cardiac Protection Program for Professional Football Clubs. Welcoming Nicola Innocentin, Football Executive and Vice President of Unbeatables.
And I would like to share with you all the job that has been done until now. So just to start, a quick recap about sudden cardiac arrest problem, that can happen to anyone at any time and anywhere. Unfortunately, this problem is taking away 7 million lives every year. This is me, as you can see in the picture. In 2019, I got an ablation surgery, and thanks to this surgery, I was able to continue a normal life. But unfortunately, the second guy in the picture, Simone Ambrosi, which is the president of the association, has to live with a defibrillator implanted because his problem in 2013 was much worse than mine. He had an arrhythmogenic cardiomyopathy. Again, this is our association. This is Professor Giulio Pompilio, which is the scientific director of Monzino Cardiology Center, and is the person that assists us in all the scientific matter related to our research and our association. This is what we do with our association. We actually raise money and we donate defibrillator to all football club in our area. We are an association based in Italy, in Ancona. This is our spot that I showed you last time, but I'm gonna show you
again.
If
I close my eyes, I can still hear the fans in the stands. The energy in the changing rooms. The adrenaline before entering the field. For me, football is everything. Then, I had a blackout during a game. When I woke, I remembered nothing at all about football. There was only a defibrillator that would accompany me my whole life long.
Sudden cardiac arrest takes the lives of almost 65,000 people a year in Italy and 350,000 throughout Europe. Genetic cardiomyopathy is the main cause of sudden cardiac arrest amongst young athletes. If it is not diagnosed in time, it can end the sport.
Finding the rhythm again is possible. Thanks to ongoing research, my game isn't finished.
So, as you can see, our main concern is to raise awareness on cardiomyopathy and the problem of sudden cardiac arrest. And because I'm not just the vice president of this association, but I'm also a football executive, I decided to bring these topics into my world. And thanks to my relationship and friendship with Roberto Mancini, I asked him to become our ambassador, and from that moment on, we started to enroll several activities, to promote our association. So, for example, we organize an international charity tournament called Unbeatables Cup. We are doing project mainly in our hometown, because we consider that like a pilot project that we then export elsewhere. And the last one that you see is the project I'm gonna show you now, which is actually a protocol that we are presenting to professional football club in order to safeguard the lives of athletes, but also fans. As I told you, I'm a football executive, and this summer I was working in Saudi Arabia as a sporting director of Al Fateh Sports Club. So during the pre-season, I asked the president and the board to make a CPR course to all the players and executive, because I believe that if everyone in a club would be trained in order to become a first responder in case of sudden cardiac arrest, that could be a life-saving action in case something like that will occur. So that's the video of this summer. Last April, and we're gonna have enough defibrillator to raise. Okay, so those are images we never want to see again, but actually the video you just saw is the first step to raise the level of protection in a football club. Then, together with a proper training, which is called CPR, cardiopulmonary resurrection, we recommend to raise the level of test that normally clubs are doing on athletes, at the beginning of the season. Why that? Because it's very difficult to detect a genetic cardiomyopathy by doing the standard test that all the clubs are doing today. So actually, in order to go deeper and make a proper check, we recommend to do cardiogenetic tests on athletes that refer about a sudden cardiac arrest in his family history. But also would be important to do an MRI to the heart, because normally clubs are doing MRI on knees and joint, but probably no clubs are doing MRI on heart, which definitely would help to detect some cardiomyopathy in athletes. This is another important point. We find out that today there aren't enough defibrillators in the stadium in the major European League. For example, those two pictures shows two important matches. One is Barcelona against Cadiz, a game that has to be stopped because they had a sudden cardiac arrest on the stand, and the only defibrillator available was on the pitch. So imagine what kind of situation they have to face, and in the action to save the lives of people is crucial to save time and have a defibrillator nearby. The second picture is a picture taken during Newcastle Tottenham. Same story. One defibrillator on the pitch. They had to stop the game and get that defibrillator in order to save the life of a fan. So actually our plan is comprehensive of three important points: inform, prevent, and protect. And this is how we make it. So first, we ask to raise the level of diagnostic. Then we recommend to train all the player and staff with the CPR or BLSD is the same courses. And third, implement the number of defibrillator in the club. Those are example of recommended tests. It's also important to inform the athletes. So the video you saw before was not just about the CPR, but before we also informed the athletes about differences between heart attack and cardiac arrest, because it is not the same. So it's important also to inform athletes about heart. So the goal is that every player can potentially become a first responder and save the life of his teammate. As you can see, this is the picture regarding Simon Kjær and Christian Eriksen in the last Euro Cup. I think I skipped one. No. And this is an example. We made another research finding the smallest and lightest and cheaper defibrillator in the world. It's made in Australia, and you can carry on with you. So it's a portable defibrillator, and potentially you can give one defibrillator to the stewards around the stadium in order to shortcut the time of responding to a sudden cardiac arrest. Or you can place fixed defibrillator in the position that you see in the picture. That's the defibrillator. And we create also an app that allow everybody that is in the stadium to be informed and potentially act in case someone experiences a sudden cardiac arrest. So basically the app works in that way. If there is a sudden cardiac arrest, there will be a notification that reach all the people in 500 meters radius, and those that, while profiling themselves, told into the application that they made a CPR course, they can actually immediately go and respond to this rescue alarm and made the first CPR. Because again, this is very important even before to use the defibrillator. Automatically, the application will send a request to the nearest hospital and will inform all the people in the stadium that are carrying a defibrillator with themselves. So actually, this is an example on how the application works. And this is what we are offering to club, to federation, because we hope that federation that are on a higher level than club will consider, to promote this program to all the clubs. It will be much easier, and will actually automatically raise the level of security for the entire league, not just in a club. So our advice always is, let's play this important game together on and off the football field. You can help us realize Cardioprotected Football Club. Thank you very much.